What is going on, everyone? Welcome to an aftermarket trade recap. I'm not going to say today's because this was actually yesterday, 8-29-24. I just didn't have time to record it, and this is also a forward test that would have been an entry, but I did not get the chance to enter it. Just quickly here, just want to say again, it's been a while since the last time. I am really trying to get back into full uploads as much as possible. It just these past couple weeks have been really hectic with personal life things as well as school, which is also like a personal life thing. But there's been so much going on the past 2 weeks that I think at the end of this week things will start to slow down and it will just be a lot of school stuff. But I can get back into the rhythm that I once was. And also, I am thinking of doing live streams as well, which I won't get too much into in this video. Once I get the chance to do it, I'll get more into depth into that. But anyways, like I said, just getting into this forward test here. Um, Again, I haven't had much times, even in the PM session, to really analyze price action. But today I did see this playing out here where basically I wanted to see at 2 p.m. Us go lower after 2 p.m. open. Just basically reason being is we had SMT. Price was balancing up higher, but it seemed like we had for the day hit the highs after the SMT, which is what happened. We had a 15-minute. I was looking for a possible retracement into this before 2 p.m., which we didn't get, which isn't terrible. Again, it's not like I really need to see that. But yeah, a little bit before 2 p.m., we had this leg up higher. And again, this is where I was wanting to see an inverse. I knew this was going to be a higher time frame inverse, which we technically could have entered off on the 4 minute, but we wouldn't have gotten that entry. But it doesn't really matter because we did have a 5 minute, a very small 5 minute right here, which the entry off of the inverse fair value gap would have been way lower. It would have been trying to think on the five. Yeah, it would have been here actually. And so I wouldn't be able to risk fully at this high because that is just too high of risk. So forward testing wise, it would have been around 15 points if I did enter. That is usually what my max SL will be. And yeah, as soon as this was at 2 or 201, I don't know exactly. I'm trying to see here. This was exactly at, yeah, 2. So exactly at 2 would have gotten the entry here. Let me just find the 2 candle. Yeah, so right there would have been in a little bit of drawdown, exactly to see here about 8 points. And let me actually just play this out because I said I was going to start playing this out as well. So yeah, basically again, 2 p.m. open. That's the 5 minute close, which I guess is actually here. Would have entered for one con with the take profit targeting this 1 hour down below. We didn't really have anything of significance. I don't believe there was any 5 minute. Yeah, there was no 5 minute. There was no 3 minute to target. Um, yeah, because the 3 minute had already been tapped into. That's something I was looking at earlier. But like I said, that had already been tapped into before 2 p.m., as well as no equal lows or anything like that. So really just targeting this 1 hour, which would have been very great if I could have entered. Fortunately, I was literally out. I set alerts on my phone and I still missed it because I was getting really busy as soon as the 2 p.m. open. And like I said, I wasn't even home. But yeah, like we would have seen here, came down a little bit before going back up in a little bit of drawdown. Not much. There was this big 1 hour, or sorry, 1 minute fair value gap that's what we had tapped into a little bit above the entry before eventually continuing lower, which I will just speed up here and taking out take profit right there. Um, Again, this was a forward test while I wasn't even looking at the charts. It's just something I had set up before I'd left the house. So I didn't have a break even plan. But as I usually do, it would be in the internal low. which was close to being tapped out or tapped before retracing up, but it wasn't. So again, this entry would have been perfect, as in the sense that by the time we had hit the break even point, I'll just mark that out here. Once we hit the break even point, that would have been perfectly fine, as we kept continuing lower until take profit and went even lower. So yeah, that's pretty much it for 8-29 aftermarket recap. Again, this is just a forward test that was supposed to be an entry that I missed, and that is pretty much it for this video.